Preparations are in full swing ahead of the Seoul-Tokyo summit this weekend. A range of issues will be addressed, with Japan's planned release of wastewater from its destroyed Fukushima nuclear power plant possibly included. Our presidential office correspondent Soo-young tells us what to expect.
During their summit this weekend, the leaders of South Korea and Japan are likely to discuss trilateral cooperation with the United States on North Korea and supply chains, as well as possibly Tokyo's plan to release treated nuclear wastewater into the ocean. On Wednesday, National Security Advisor Cho Tae-yong met with his Japanese counterpart Takeo Akiba, who came to Seoul to prepare for Prime Minister Fumio Kishida's visit on Sunday. According to President Yoon Suk Yeol's office, the top security advisors agreed on the need to strengthen security cooperation with the US. They also attended an inaugural session of an economic security dialogue focusing on enhancing supply chain resiliency and energy security. The three countries' joint response to North Korea's growing nuclear capabilities and provocations, as well as various threats to economic stability and supply chains, are expected to be major discussion points during Yoon and Kishida's talks. Afterwards, the Japanese PM on Monday is set to meet with conglomerate leaders who represent South Korea's largest lobbies, according to industry sources. Their talks will focus on ways to expand bilateral exchanges in strategic sectors, including semiconductors, batteries, and electric vehicles. Also, according to a South Korean daily, Seoul and Tokyo may also address sensitive matters, including the latter's plan to discharge 1.3 million tons of treated wastewater from the Fukushima nuclear power plant in the summer. A diplomatic source told the Seoul Shinmun Daily that the issue may well be discussed as Kishida seeks endorsement to release the radioactive water. While the International Atomic Energy Agency has green-lighted the move, Japanese fishermen and civil activists, as well as surrounding countries, including South Korea, in the Pacific Islands and China, have protested against the move, as scientists and environmental activists warn of the possible impact on human and marine life, and question the credibility of Japan's safety reports. South Korea is part of an IAEA safety review task force on Japan's wastewater disposal plan. But given its proximity and the range of sensitive bilateral issues, Deputy Director of the National Security Office Kim Tae-ho said in March that a separate scientific probe should be conducted on a bilateral basis. Kishida's two-day visit to Seoul will mark the resumption of regular top-level visits, beginning with Yoon's trip to Tokyo in March. Yoon's March visit came after his administration's decision to compensate Korean victims of Japan's wartime forced labor without forcing contributions from Japanese firms. Soo-young, Arirang News.